It's National Assisted Living Week, and to celebrate this week, we checked in with local experts to answer some frequently asked questions about assisted living. In this episode of Home Helpers Water Cooler Chat, I had the opportunity to chat with Theresa Capuano-Scott, the Sales and Marketing Director at Brookdale Palma Sola. Are you ready to learn more about assisted living? Let's go. So welcome. Thank you, Teresa, for joining us for Home Helpers Water Cooler Chat. How are you doing today?
I'm fabulous, Jonathan. Thank you so much for having me. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So the question I have for you today, Teresa, is many individuals, when they move into assisted living, they may have issues transitioning. So what do assisted living communities typically do to help their residents, their new residents, transition?
Well, there are so many great programs that are available for the residents as well as their family members to have that new resident transition and feel comfortable in our community in this brand new setting and new chapter of their life. So most communities have what's called a resident ambassador program. And our resident ambassadors are folks that have lived here sometimes for months, but also sometimes for years. And they volunteer their time to help the new residents get acclimated. Most communities have multiple resident ambassadors, both male and female. We try to pick folks of different backgrounds, different personality styles, because when we have a new resident coming in, we try to match them up with an ambassador that has similar interests and similar personality styles. So what these ambassadors will do is welcome them on their first day coming in, give them a little plant or a little gift, and introduce themselves and let the new resident know where their apartment is and that they can always come to see them if they need help or have questions. Usually about the second or third day, the resident ambassador will go to the new resident's apartment and bring them down for lunch or for dinner, bring them down to similar activities that they have interest in, introduce them to their girlfriends here or their guy friends, and really make sure that they are just integrating into the community well. Invite them to their apartment, maybe for coffee and just a little chat, but it's very helpful for not only that new resident, but also for us, as well as the family members, because it's just making them feel comfortable in, this new phase. Something else that we do is a lot of communities will make sure that each manager from each department takes a different day between the first and second week to go in specifically to the resident's apartment and welcome them and explain how their department works, whether it's maintenance, housekeeping, dining, activities, and just get to know them a little bit and make sure that they know, again, how their department works and functions, and that if they have questions at any time, how to reach them. Our resident programs director, usually communities will have some type of form for the activities director to sit down and fill out with them. What are some of your likes and dislikes, some of the things that you like to do now, or what you used to like to do that you're not able to do anymore because of limitations. Maybe they have arthritis or they have some vision challenges that are holding them back from doing bingo or knitting, things like that. We try to figure out a way for them to still be able to do those activities so that they can still find joy in those things. And if they happen to bring up a new activity that we don't currently have on our calendar, somewhere that they'd like to go for an outing or a music group, we try to get that on our calendar so that they can enjoy those things still.
Wow, that's amazing, Teresa. It sounds like there's so much being done for new residents to help them transition. Sounds like three primary things. One, they get a buddy through the resident ambassador program. Two, they get to meet all the managers. And then three, there's some work being done to help make sure that there are activities that meet their likes and hobbies so that they feel comfortable and can continue doing the things that they love doing. Did I summarize that okay?
That is a perfect summary, Jonathan. Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us. What I want you to do is tell us a little bit about your community, Brookdale Palma Sola.
Oh, yes, I love to brag about Brookdale Palma Sola. So we are assisted living, and we actually have what's called an LNS licensure. That stands for Limited Nursing Service. And that means that we are able to perform some more skill type of services rather than an assisted living community that has just basic licensure. So that means we can help with things like diabetes management, checking blood sugars, administering insulin. We can assist with 2-person transfer rather than just one. We can help with oxygen, CPAP machine, catheters, and a number of different things as well. My head nurse, Jamie, she has been with us for just about 17 years. And she actually started here when she was 15 and kind of worked her way up the chain. And now she's been running the nursing department for just about 7 years. And I'd like to say that we've never had a case of COVID here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's unheard of these days. But most recently, we have just won the People's Choice, Bradenton's Best of the Best assisted living, #1 assisted living community in Manatee County. So we're very excited about that. We've got great staff here, a lot of nurses, care aides, housekeepers, managers, maintenance that have been here 10 years or more. We've got some of the best residents in all of Manatee County. And we are located on Manatee Avenue West and 67th Street West, just behind McDonald's.
So if a viewer wants to reach out to you, Teresa, how do they do that?
They can certainly call me. The telephone number here is 941-794-5657. You can also stop in. I also work on weekends. I work Tuesday through Saturday. If you happen to call and I'm not available, you can always speak with our executive director. Her name is Susan Schofstahl.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much, Teresa. We really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. And for everyone who's watching us, thank you for watching this edition of Home Helpers Water Cooler Chat. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan.